Ever feel like you're doing all the right things and still wondering why your body feels off? You eat well, you train hard, your labs say you're fine, but deep down you know something's slipping. You're not alone and you're not crazy. I'm Daniel Rasmussen, founder of Echelon Center for Longevity, and I've spent 2 decades helping high performers like you to reverse aging, reignite vitality, and finally get answers. On Unbreakable Vitality, we go upstream. We talk peptides, stem cells, precision diagnostic testing, reversing the age of your arteries, all the innovative science-based tools to take back your health span so that your next decades are your best yet. Because aging is real, but decline is optional. Welcome back to Unbreakable Vitality. Today, we're going to go a little deeper dive into Retatrutide again. I love this peptide because despite all the headlines around weight loss, what's happening underneath the surface may be far more important. This is not just about shrinking body weight. I'm going to hit it again. This is about metabolic signaling, rewiring your entire metabolism. It's rewiring your mitochondrial function. It's rewiring your insulin sensitivity. It's getting your body just so sensitive to insulin that your cells just take that sugar right up out of the bloodstream and prevent all this damage from occurring in your vascular system, your kidneys, your brain, your eyes. It transforms your body composition. It reduces systemic inflammation. And when Retatrutide is strategically stacked with other peptides like MOTS-C and Tesamorelin, you start moving beyond simple fat loss and into something much, much more interesting. So we're going to get into this today. Stick around to the end because you don't want to miss this. So what we're talking about here is a full long-term metabolic reset strategy. A lot of people lose weight and they still don't feel healthy. Energy stays low. Their recovery stays poor. They turn into skinny fat, basically. Muscle declines. The metabolism slows down. So they find that they have to eat less and less and less until they're, under 1,000 calories a day, and their body's slowly taking that food and those calories. Doesn't matter how many calories you eat. When your body starts to go into starvation mode, it's now in storage signaling. Your body is storing up for the famine. So you can't be on this appetite suppression, GLP-1 for the rest of your life, because your body is just going to start eating itself and churning bone and muscle to just keep you alive for a little bit longer. So eventually when you go off these GLP-1s like Tirzepatide and Semaglutide, which in my opinion, we don't use these anymore just because of the negative side effects and the rebound, which is one of the biggest concerns we see with traditional GLP-1 approaches. Rapid weight loss without rebuilding metabolic function is like deleting apps off your phone while the operating system is still corrupted. Sure, things look a little cleaner on your dashboard, but the problem is still there. Retatrutide is unique. It's a standalone peptide stack because it activates 3 separate pathways: your GLP-1 receptors, your GIP receptors, and your glucagon receptors. Semaglutide only works through the GLP-1. Tirzepatide combines GLP-1 and GIP, but Retatrutide's glucagon activity changes the equation completely because glucagon signaling appears to increase energy expenditure, lipolysis, which is fat breakdown, fatty acid mobilization, metabolic flexibility. This is part of why the reductions in visceral and organ fat and liver fat appear so profound. Retatrutide activates glucagon, and glucagon starts just churning through the fat in those organs. From a longevity perspective, visceral fat matters enormously because visceral adipose tissue is strongly associated with insulin resistance, systemic inflammation, fatty liver disease, cardiovascular risk, inflammatory cytokine signaling, accelerated biological aging, DNA damage. Clinical studies extending close to 48 weeks demonstrated not only substantial body weight reduction when on Retatrutide, but improvements in fasting glucose, triglycerides, blood pressure, waist circumference, insulin sensitivity markers, liver-related biomarkers. This is not just cosmetic medicine putting stuff on top of the skin. Where this is, let's talk about stacking. Where is this going? Well, because retatrutide alone is powerful by itself. It's a stack of 3 peptides, like we just discussed. But when it's paired correctly, the physiology becomes much more interesting. So MOTS-C works at the mitochondrial level, and it appears to influence glucose utilization, AMPK signaling, metabolic flexibility, exercise adaptation, and insulin sensitivity. Think of MOTS-C as helping the cell become metabolically smarter over time. And when you're on it for a consistent amount of time, now your cells educate the new cells coming online. Now, Tesamorelin, combine that in there, that works a little differently through growth hormone signaling. It has demonstrated reductions in visceral adipose tissue while helping preserve lean muscle mass and supporting recovery. And this matters because one of the biggest concerns with aggressive GLP-1 based therapies is muscle loss. You guys, sarcopenia is real. You do not want to churn and burn and waste your muscle mass as you're entering your 50s, 60s, and 70s. Muscle mass, the amount of muscle that you have, that's strong muscle, not necessarily Arnold Schwarzenegger bulk muscle, but strong lean muscle is a determining predictor of longevity. The less muscle you have, the higher the morbidity. So when you're using GLP-1 based therapies, Semaglutide, Tirzepatide, and you've got muscle loss, you're losing weight, but it's not just fat, it's bone and muscle. This is not good. At a certain point, some people are losing so much lean mass, they start looking, way less optimized, more like they just survived a particularly intense camping trip. Or like I say, they look like a melted candle. It's not attractive, guys. You're going to start limping because your bones are disintegrating. That's not the goal. The goal is body recomposition, not simply becoming smaller. So research continues to suggest that preserving muscle during rapid fat loss requires adequate tons of protein intake. What we recommend to our clients is 1 gram to 1.5 grams of protein per pound of body weight. So that's a lot of protein. And when you're on the retatrutide, it is downregulating your appetite. So you're going to have to push through that just to be able to consume this amount of protein. And that's not all. You need fiber in your diet. You need those vegetables. Cruciferous vegetables are phenomenal for containing sulfur compounds that clean up the liver and heal and reverse out fatty liver disease. So you start combining all these therapies together with movement and exercise, diet, nutrition, proper supplementation. You guys, studies show that these peptides work 300 times better when combined together, rather than just saying, most medical doctors out there will just say, you don't really need to change anything you do. You're just going to eat less of it. That's what our patients come in and tell us all the time, that their doctors that had them on, Ozempic or, these other name brand Mounjaros, whatever, these GLP-1s that are just terrible. In my opinion, they're just being totally used in a way that, in my eyes, is malpractice. They're destroying people's metabolism long term. And I think we're going to see that coming out in the next 3 to 5 years. More and more people are going to be, it's just going to be coming out of the woodwork, so to speak. So you've got to have adequate protein intake. You've got to be drinking plenty of fluids and water, because your body is just going to be dumping sodium with these GLP-1s and the retatrutide, with the GLP-1 signaling. You've got to replace your electrolytes. You've got to get resistance training. It's non-negotiable, resistance training. And you've got to get recovery support and strategic carbohydrates in your diet, because retatrutide needs carbohydrates to work. That doesn't mean going out to the donut shop every day and getting junk carbohydrates. That means strategic, clean carbohydrates and maintaining anabolic signaling. Anabolic signaling is your body building and repairing and replacing worn out and damaged tissue, rather than catabolic, which is tear it down, use it for energy. Let's strip the calcium out of the bones because we're not getting enough calcium in our diet. Let's strip the muscles of protein because we're not getting enough protein in our diet. This is where Tesamorelin stacked into this protocol can become especially useful because we're preserving lean muscle mass while reducing visceral fat, which creates a completely different metabolic outcome than just simple starvation-based weight loss. Muscle is not optional tissue. It's one of the primary regulators of your metabolism, of glucose disposal, of metabolic resilience, of your insulin sensitivity and healthy aging. So if someone loses fat but also loses substantial muscle, the long-term metabolic outcome is going to be worse than expected, not better. A lighter body with a weaker metabolism is not the longevity win people think it is. Now, to be clear, there's an enormous excitement around Retatrutide because the implications are massive. If a compound meaningfully improves your obesity or insulin resistance, fatty liver disease, cardiovascular risk markers, and metabolic dysfunction, that has major implications for the future of chronic disease itself. It's reversing chronic diseases, you guys. This is huge. And naturally, whenever a therapy has the potential to disrupt existing treatment models, there will be intense competition. There's going to be regulatory scrutiny and economic interest surrounding it. But regardless of the politics, the science itself is what matters most. And the science is pointing towards something much larger than just simple appetite suppression. Goes so much further beyond that. The smartest use of these peptides is not aggressive weight loss. It's metabolic restoration. It's getting your metabolism working again. That means nice, slow titration up, typically 1 milligram per week or every 2 weeks. Biomarker monitoring, preserving your muscle, supporting your mitochondrial function, reducing systemic inflammation, and improving recovery after workouts and exercise, and building long-term metabolic flexibility. So this is not a one-size-fits-all medicine. It's precision-based therapy. So if you've struggled with metabolic dysfunction for years, that does not mean your body is failing. It may mean the underlying signal environment has never been properly addressed. And once those signals shift, the body can adapt remarkably quickly. So Retatrutide is not just another weight loss peptide. Stacked intelligently, it may represent one of the most sophisticated metabolic optimization tools we've seen to date. Not because it forces the body, but because it changes the signaling environment the body responds to. These are the body's native communication methods. This is not a drug. This is not a chemical compound. These are nano signaling molecules made of amino acids. Your body knows what these signals are, responds to them beautifully. And if you've been on Retatrutide or you're taking some oral Retatrutide and you're like, it didn't work, it's because you either got bunk or you use the oral version, which the oral peptides just don't work. Pharmacologically, they cannot get past the GI tract and absorbed properly. Think about it. They're little microproteins. What does your stomach acid do? It destroys proteins down to the amino acids. It's like putting your message into a blender and hitting it on high, and it's all ground up. And then you expect that message, that signal to still carry through after you pour it back out of that blender. It's garbled. It's a big mixed bunch of amino acids at that point have been disassembled. And yeah, your body can now use them to reassemble for protein, but not cellular signaling agents. So if you're curious whether a personalized peptide stack involving Retatrutide, MOTS-C, Tesamorelin, or other metabolic therapies could fit into your longevity strategy, we offer our Healthspan Assessment. It's free, it's quick. We evaluate your metabolic health, your inflammatory markers, your body composition, mitochondrial function, your recovery capacity, and whether we evaluate whether a peptide strategy is even appropriate for your physiology. No influencer protocols, no guesswork, just precision-based longevity medicine that moves the needle. So go to agelessfutureseattle.com, fill out our Healthspan Assessment form, submit, and one of our team will reach out to you and see if this is a good fit. We'd love to be able to get the opportunity to help.
I'll see you on the next one.
If you're feeling like your energy, your edge, or your clarity just isn't what it used to be, you're not alone. But you're also not stuck. Every week on Unbreakable Vitality, we explore real strategies to reverse aging, reclaim vitality, and rewrite what's possible. If today's episode gave you even one insight, pass it on. Then go take the free vascular age quiz at echelon-longevity.com/quiz to see how your body's aging. Subscribe, leave a review, and follow us because your future isn't on autopilot. You are building it and you're just getting started.